The year was 1974. Yuko Shimizu, a 24-year-old illustrator, started working for Sanrio. It's a Japanese company. It specialized in strawberry prints. But Sanrio wanted to create another design, something different. So they gave Shimizu a new brief. And it was just one word, kawaii, which is Japanese for cute. So Shimizu put pen to paper. She drew a bubble-headed, bow-wearing, dot-eyed character. And so it began. Hello Kitty was birthed. This week marks 50 years since. But Hello Kitty shows no signs of aging and no signs of slowing down. She made her debut on a coin purse. But by midlife, she has become a pop icon, an enigma, and most of all, a business empire. Apart from apparently reading and baking, Hello Kitty makes about $4 billion annually. More than 50,000 different Hello Kitty items are sold across 130 countries, and just about anything goes. From dumplings to pet collars, from electric guitars to gold pendants. Hello Kitty has collaborated with Adidas, Swarovski and Balenciaga. She has been the face of themed restaurants, amusement parks, museums, bullet trains, and panic-inducing McDonald's Happy Meals. She has been a UNICEF ambassador and a special envoy for Japan's foreign ministry. Avril Lavigne sings about her, Lady Gaga wears her, and King Charles wishes her birthday. This is the lasting power of Hello Kitty. After Pokemon, she is the second highest grossing media franchise in the world because she is the so-called CEO of Super Cute. But let's be honest, cuteness alone has not raked in $80 billion in all these years. That's how much money Kitty has earned in her lifetime, $80 billion. This has required some shrewdness as well. And it's a lesson in brand building. So let's focus on three big takeaways. First, smart business expansion. Years ago, Sanrio focused on selling Hello Kitty products in its own stores, but the profit margins were small. So by 2008, they licensed Hello Kitty and they did it aggressively. This meant far less risk. The same control of Kitty's image, but billions in royalties. The second takeaway is right target audience. Like most successful brands, Hello Kitty has tried to attract young fans, and this is essential because as they grow older, they carry the brand with themselves. They transfer it to their kids. So there are Hello Kitty toys for kids, Hello Kitty, the TikTok sensation for teens, and for adults, Hello Kitty makeup lines in Sephora, marathon races in Singapore, and basketball mascots in the US. Which brings us to the next strategy, adaptability. About a decade ago, Kitty's appeal began waning. Sales were shrinking. Back then, Kitty earned about $5 billion a year. Within a few years, that number has reduced by $1 billion, but it has stayed pretty much constant ever since. Because Hello Kitty continues to adapt. She's expressionless. She's non-threatening. She's open to interpretation. So she can integrate with most brands, which is a perfect money-making machine, even if that machine needs repairs every now and then. Now you may say, a lot of other brands use all these three tactics, like Pokemon, Mickey Mouse, and Star Wars. And that is true. But what sets Hello Kitty apart is her paradox. She is inherently simplistic in terms of design. It is just a few basic shapes put together. She is cheap to reproduce. And she's easy to recognize. But she's hard to get to know. As per the company storyline, Kitty may have been born in Japan, but she lives in London. Plus, Kitty is not a cat. Apparently, it is a girl. Which is why Kitty is not an it, but a she. And she may be a mouthless face, but most fans see her as an empowering symbol, knowing that cuteness can seem frivolous, but it is also a soft power. While Hello Kitty wields it, in all likelihood, she will not be saying goodbye anytime soon.